Hi guys, it's Rebecca. Thank you so much for joining me for today's video. As you guys can see today, it's going to be a very super quick update on my Pan That Palette 2.0 for 2024. This is the Urban Decay Gwen Stefani palette. I have been working on this for about 3-4 months maybe. I kind of lost track already since it's the second palette I'm working on for this year. And I'm not going to make this intro very long. Let me show you guys where I was last month. And this is what the palette is looking like currently. As you guys can see, the two shades that I frankened here in 1987 and here in Harajuku, I was able to hit pan and finish them all completely. There wasn't a lot of product, so I'm glad that I was able to use them up, so yay for that. And then the shade right here, Baby, this is an OG color here in this palette. And I did repress it and I was able to hit pan on this. So I'm very, very happy about that. The pan on Danger grew because obviously I repressed it I frankened it with these two shades right here. And I'm getting to the point where it's kind of hard to use this palette because this shade is very dark. The only way I'm getting use out of it is with frankening it with other shades. So what I'll be doing for this update real quick, I'm not gonna do anything with Baby. I'm gonna keep it as the shade that it is because I want to have a shade that's easy to use like this, where I can use it as a lid shade and then with this on the crease, or what I've been doing also sometimes, one of you guys suggested to do the whole lid with this, and then over it I apply a light shade, which is this one that I've been doing. So I've been using it those two ways. So what I'm gonna do with these shades is I'm gonna get the highlighter here from Wet n Wild. This is the illuminating palette, but this is what I have left. If you guys remember, this is supposed to be like 1/4 of the palette right here, but the shades separated and they cracked. So I think what I'm going to be doing, I'm just going to get the whole chunk this here. I was planning on mixing this shade with the rest of the blush to make it like a glowier blush, but I think I'm just going to repress this alone to make it as a blush, and then I'm going to use this chunk, mix it with a little bit of the blue here in Danger and make a bluish shade. Hopefully I'm gonna add very little of this because I want to make it a light shade. I want to make it a wearable shade, a shade that I can wear maybe just like as a one shadow shade, or you know, something easy that I can make wearable for the next 2-ish months, 2.5 months that are left in the year. So we'll see. I say 2-ish months because I tend to do my finale at the beginning or middle of December. Hopefully I can stay on track for that. If not, I'll have to do this like at the very tail end of the month. So we'll see how it goes. So stay tuned for the frankening. Well, obviously we started by getting some of that blue from the pan. I decided to go with the area that's a little bit lower because again, I wanted to go little by little instead of getting a huge chunk. Then I was going to put the whole thing in there. Then I realized it's way too much product and I didn't want the pan to be super full. So I only cut maybe about half of that highlighter that I wanted to use. And then you guys know how mixing works. I chopped it up in little tiny pieces as best as I could. And then I added the shaved off blue, added some alcohol to the pan, and it ended up being quite a bit full. I didn't realize, like I said, I didn't want to have the whole pan fill up to the top, but because that highlighter was quite a bit of product, it ended up being pretty full. As you guys can see, I'm kind of spilling on the sides there, but it all worked out at the end. I got a good amount of product and I was able to repress it fine, no problem. It didn't like overspill on the sides, so that's always good. This is what the shadow is looking like now that it's been repressed. It looks a little bit marbleized. I didn't mix it very well, but once I use it with a brush, it'll, you know, the colors will mix. I'm hoping it'll give like a lavender-ish kind of color. I ended up using maybe about 1/4 of whatever is left here it looks like a third of the pan, but the product up here is a lot fuller than it was over here. That's why I'm counting it as a fourth of it. And then I wasn't able to use the whole piece of the highlighter like I wanted, so I ended up getting left with this little chunk right here. So I'm sorry that I don't have a dry swatch for you guys. I'm filming this kind of late, but hopefully if you guys follow me on Instagram, you guys can see a swatch for the Frankenshade. But that's what my palette is looking like right now. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick update, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.